All right, today I'm going to show you how to use a ZojiRushi rice maker. As you all know, if you're watching this, ZojiRushi is at the top tier of rice makers. This makes rice almost to perfection every single time. The instructions are relatively easy, and I'm going to go over them for you. Now, this right here, this is the 3-cup version. I believe it's a 3-cup version, very small, don't need to make a lot of rice. One thing I like about this is the plug that comes out on the side. I could take it out easily for transport or cleaning. That's just a minor thing. Another thing is the handle for picking up the rice maker is really nice too. All right, so I'm gonna set that down. All right, so now I'm going to open it up. As you can see right here, the rice maker looks almost like a bean of rice, a large bean of rice. Well, maybe you don't see it, I do. Anyway, at the top is the vent for the steam coming out. Make sure nothing blocks this. Do not touch this. It gives a warning to do not touch this as this is operating. Now to open it up, just simply press on that button and it opens up. And here is the removable non-stick pan. I suggest you do not put this in a dishwasher. Wash it by hand without using a scrub. Let it soak. If things are stuck on the bottom, you don't want to damage this because they cost money to replace. Well, anyway, this one that I have right here is the induction version. So it's a little bit higher up on the higher end. It cooks about the same, to be honest. I mean, maybe a little bit better than the heated coil at the bottom, but the induction actually, I think, cooks better. So this is the pot. I'm gonna go over how much rice you should put in here as to where to water. All right, so this is the pot. Make sure no water gets in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this pot in here. One thing to note, when you're done cooking the rice and you need to wash this part up here comes out. Now to get this top lid out, you just simply come up here and you pull up on this right here and the top lid pops out and you're able to wash this. Again, hand wash, do not put it in the dishwasher. And then to replace it, just take it like this. It shows right here, the rib right here pointing down, put it back into place like that. It snaps back into place. Pretty cool. All right, so let's get to making the rice. Now, as I said before, on the inside, it shows, it gives you instructions on how to make the rice. Now, these markings in here are not showing how much rice to put in here, but it shows how much water to put in here after you put the rice in. So say, for instance, I put in 1 cup of white rice. Now I'll go over here where it says white rice or mixed rice, that's what it says over there. I put in 1 cup of white rice and then I fill the water all the way up until it gets to that 1 notch right there. Now if I had 2 cups of rice, I'd put 2 cups of rice in here, dry rice, and then pull it all the way up, the water level all the way up to 2, and then 3 and so forth. Now they talk about white and mixed rice right here. It says 2 cup max, all right? But if you go over here, it has brown rice where you put in brown rice and you do the same thing. 1 cup of brown rice, fill the water level up to there. It's sushi rice. You put in sushi rice, 1 cup of sushi rice, fill the water up to here, 2 cups, 3 cups, all right, pretty cool. Now the white rice, it says only use a max of 2 cups. All right, sushi rice, I guess is gonna be different. I don't know why they put that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rice to it. So this is the spatula, it fits in right here on the side. It's pretty cool, we'll get to that later. All right, so I have 1 cup of rice, all right. I'm not gonna rinse this. Those of you who like to rinse it, you could rinse it if you want to. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. So I just put in 1 cup of rice. And then again, remember, I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to fill it up to the water to that line right there. Now, some people, depending if you like drier rice or wetter rice, will play around with this. Maybe put in the water a little bit lower than the 1 or a little bit higher than the 1. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in. And I'm going to try to get it right onto the 1 for the sake of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in the water. And the water has gotten up to the 1, as you can see right there. So that's all the amount of water I need to put in there. Pretty simple instructions. Now, once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and close the ZojiRushi lid. All right, so once I've closed the ZojiRushi lid, I can go ahead and do the functions right here. And I'm gonna go over this for you, all right? So let's get down here. So right here, oh, didn't mean to do that, reset. All right, so right here, there's a lot of controls right here. Before you get started, you want to set the time on the ZojiRushi. All right, so right here, before you get started, set the time to whatever time it is by using this time setting. You can adjust it. You tap it, and you can start making adjustments like that. And so once you make the adjustments, you let it go for a few seconds, and it will be set. All right, 1608. You can also change it to 12-hour time if you want to, but this right here is on 24, so it's 1608, which is equivalent to, I believe, 408. All right, so right here, we're going to start from the left-hand side and work our way around. The keep warm function right here, this turns on after the rice is finished cooking. The keep warm feature will stay on afterwards. But say, for instance, you've turned your rice cooker off, the rice is already done, and you just wanted to keep it warm, you can press this and it will go ahead and keep it warm. Pretty nice feature right there. Now to eliminate this, or if you made a mistake on any of these like cooking or setting the timer or keep warm, you can press the reset button right here and it will reset it and turn everything back to the settings before you got started, which is off, okay? So right here, I'm gonna go to the menu button. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see this. All right, so right here, there are selections. You have the white rice mixed variety. So I have white rice that I put in there. All right, and then there's a rinse-free. I'm gonna press that. A rinse-free. All right, rinse-free. I did not rinse the rice, so I'm gonna actually cook it on the rinse-free setting. All right. Next, you have the quick cooking setting, which works, but I tend not to use the quick cooking setting. I believe that's a setting built in for the induction cooker, which I have right here. I don't know if it's available for the coil at the bottom version. The quick version works, but I'd rather take time to cook my rice. All right, I'm gonna press it again. You have a sushi option. So if you have sushi rice, use this option. Porridge, which I've never made, is right there. Brown rice, remember there's a brown rice setting in here for brown rice and then sushi rice. There is a brown rice setting, which works really well, gets the brown rice really nice. And then there is another feature. It is the GABA brown rice. Now that's when the brown rice starts to germinate. And so it's supposed to increase the nutritional value of the rice before it's cooking. Now what it does is, it takes about 3 hours for it to cook with the GABA brown rice. And so what it does is, it warms the water to, I think, a temperature of about 110 or around 100 or something. And it allows the rice to begin to germinate, increasing the nutritional value before it finally cooks. Now, this GABA brown rice feature, remember, takes about 3 hours to cook. So keep that in mind. The rice actually does taste better. It tastes better to me. But this is only a feature that you can do with brown rice. All right, so once you made your selection, I'm gonna go ahead and put it to where my selection is. I went to rinse-free rice, okay, rinse-free white rice right here. I have that selection. Now, in order to cook it, I can go ahead and press cook, and that will begin to cook just like that. You see, and it comes on. That sound music is kind of not my favorite, but it lets you know when it's done, and it will come on again when the rice is done. Now, say for instance, you want to time the rice or out, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and press the reset button, remember? Press the reset button, it takes it back to the beginning. It's no longer cooking. All right, the setting is still on rinse-free. Make sure that's on that. Now there's a timer setting, okay? So right here, the time is 16:11. Now if I press the timer button, all right, I press the timer button, and I'm going to take it to the time where I want the rice to begin cooking. So 16:11 is about the time it is right now. It might be 16:12, all right? And I'm going to take it to, all right, 17:30, okay? And then I press cook, and it will cook, it will begin cooking at 17:30, all right? And so it'll just stay right there, and it won't cook until it reaches that time right there. All right, and so that's how you use the ZojiRushi rice cooker. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment box. If you have any experience with this rice cooker, please leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know. Let's get the discussion going. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you soon.